how long until we see a Mr. Drake Maye's debut? And do you think the Patriots are doing the right thing by continuously sitting him?
We do not see Drake Maye's debut. He's already debuted technically.
Starting debut.
Not going to happen.
When?
I'm
How long?
Next
Not
year.
All this season? Okay.
Not without an injury. Let me read something to you. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
34.8, 39.1, 63.4, 53.9, 67.2. Those are the PFF grades for the New England Patriots offensive line. If you want me to translate that and to explain like I'm 5 terms, it roughly computes out to dog shit.
Roughly.
Have you ever heard of Kevin Givens?
Yeah, 2.5 sacks this last week. Whoop, whoop.
Okay, before he had 2.5 sacks last week, have you ever heard of Kevin Givens?
Hell no.
All right, Kevin Givens been on the 49ers for a while. He ain't never had 2.5 sacks before. Okay.
He almost got a shout out this week.
I thought about putting him out there, but then I'm like,
he's on my dock.
But the only reason why I didn't do that is because Kevin Givens owes both of those sacks to Nick. Because Nick, Jacoby's like, and he ran right into Kevin Givens and fell over. I'm like, give that shit to Nick where it belongs, man. This is bullshit. It's like
an assist.
It's like I always said, Aldon Smith got all of them sacks because Justin Smith just grabbed every offensive lineman and it was like, and then Aldon was like, do, sack him, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, the offensive line for the Patriots is dog shit. Jalen Polk, that dude, he made a really impressive play that didn't count, but he went up between 2 defenders and brought the ball down. Unfortunately, he was out of bounds. But that is my dude, only because of Madden, though.
Yep.
So yeah, you can't put this dude out there. There's no reason for it. Let him learn, let him sit, invest in the offensive line next year, get an upgrade on the skill players. I actually really like Ramondre Stevenson as a back. He's got a 64.7 run grade. I don't know how the hell he's supposed to run the ball. Like, I watched this game, and so when Fred Warner had his pick 6, which was a great play, it wasn't a bad play by Jacoby Brissett. I mean, he probably shouldn't have made the throw, but it was a Superman jump up catch, and then he freaking rolled into the end zone going 2 miles an hour. I clicked into a website that I won't mention on air because it's not legal here in the state of California. And I put $2,500 on the 49ers to win that game after that pick. They were up 13-0, and I put 20. And then that asshole Isaac Garendo fumbles the ball coming out of the half, and they score a touchdown. And I almost exploded at work. But I put 2,500. I do this a lot, right? Like at the first week of the season when Alabama is playing Sac State, I put a massive amount of money on Alabama because I know it's, even though it only pays back a fraction of what I bet, I get my money back plus the winnings. It's guaranteed, right? But $2,500 on the 49ers at that point because I was so sure this is the most lackluster team I've ever seen in my life. Like, nothing they did scared me. Their defense looked awful. Yep. And it's funny, like it was one of Brock Purdy's, it was an amazing game to watch Brock Purdy play. But statistically, if you look at his incompletions, he was almost at 50% completion rate because he just kept fucking hucking it down the field. He's like, you know what? There is zero chance we lose this game. Let's just deep ball. He threw a deep ball to freaking Conley, who is 57 years old. He shouldn't even be out there. Chris Conley at this point. He made a great play in the Super Bowl. Let me take that back. But he's just hucking it deep to Debo on a go route. Debo's like the slowest fast wide receiver you ever met in your life. Right. Juwan Jennings, hucking it deep to him. Very, very slow 40. Triple coverage is George Kittle. Screw it. Patriots suck. Let's just do it. Right. And this is a defense that has Christian Gonzalez and, Jack Jones and all that stuff. And he was just like, you can't put Drake Maye back there. You're just going to ruin him. You're going to Bryce Young him. You just cannot do it.
I'm right there with you. Just a quote from Gerard Mayo. quoted saying Drake's been getting a ton of reps on the show team and he's approached that process the right way. He doesn't want to know what the defense is doing right now. He doesn't want to know the coverage. He's going out there, going through his reads, and we talk about it all the time. Just because you're on the show team doesn't mean you can't work on your fundamentals and your progressions, and he's done a good job for that. Something interesting to highlight, I'm not sure if they should bring Drake Maye out for the season, but again, something interesting to highlight is he's gotten 30% of the snaps on the first team offense every single week in practice. So
that's
just
smart. NFL teams don't do that. That's smart.
Just unusual, but just to highlight it a little bit. So I'm big Drake Maye guy.
What does Jacoby Brissett need the snaps for? You know what I'm saying? You put the offensive game plan in, and then give Drake Maye the snaps. That's so smart. I actually really like that.
Yeah. So I'm a big Drake Maye guy, so I'm hoping that he has all the success in the world. Please don't ruin him. Please don't mess this up.
Bryce Young
if that means sit him for the entire year, that's okay with me. 100%. That team clearly needs a lot of work. Drew and I have a Madden league where we pick the 2 worst teams in the league, and the Patriots were one of those teams that were picked for very good reason. A lot of work that needed to be done with that team. Still needs work on that team. But
Drake May's like 97 overall, and Jalen Polk is a beast. So miss me on all that. I just throw 55 interceptions this season. That's my fault.
There you go.